Well. After that moody introduction, guess we the time to get started on the Banner Saga. Yeah. Pretty nice. Pretty nice turn-based tactics game with a bit of a good story to go with it. So what more could you want? And very importantly, it's very much doable to play one-handed, which is very important if you've got a very cuddly pug to lap. That's not an euphemism. You guys can see actual pug. So yeah, let's get started with that. And I was like digging the atmosphere of the Long Dark a lot, and this is also a very snowy game. So yeah. Could have sworn put it to English. Oh, not sure if it's going to change every time. Also, let's turn everything down quite a bit. Subtitles are on, that's fine. Let's go for hard mode, I think. You can change it in the during the course of the game, so that's not bad. Yeah. Full screen. Okay. I just didn't watch this quite yet. Let's get started on a new game. Also, I hope the audio is sounding alright. I did actually activate the noise gate on my microphone there, so hopefully going to be less static sounds in the background. Oh boy. Anyways, the gods are dead. They wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern waste. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Well, that's a new one.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðanvor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Yep, somebody fucked up. Yep. Get to start recording. Well, let's hope the VOD is alright. Twitch VOD. I really should. Okay. I really should, like, be more thorough about doing that. But that's not important to you guys. What's important to you guys is that I go through the tutorial. It's, you know, pretty standard. Aww, your bear, the buddy. It's like pretty standard fare. You know, you can move the camera. It's 2D. You can sort of, yep. So I guess the one thing that's sort of interesting is how initiative works. So it's not like, you know, entirely like D&D where you like roll initiative at the start and then everyone goes in order. The game actually like I guess the little two tips here will tell us that too bad. Like it like always switches between your side and the enemy. So even if there's just two, you're just two guys, and the enemy is a dozen, it still means you get to move just as often as they do, which is pretty nice and it sort of fits with the whole, I don't know, warrior culture thing, sort of berserker mode, what have you. But yeah, click on enemies to make them dead. You can either damage their armor, which is 2, or their health, which is red. And like, basically we have 9 damage our attack has. As you can see, that's that. Because we 4 gets deducted from that, you know, 4 gets deducted from that, the brain. Like, we only do 5 damage, but that's enough to kill this dude, so let's just do so. I'm not sure how we can... I didn't think there was like any option to skip this tutorial, or to skip the tooltips at least. Okay. Yeah. And we've got willpower, which is basically extra sort of luck points or something. Like, you know, yeah, in Call of Cthulhu, I guess it would be sort of the luck stat. You've got like a bunch of those, get them at the start of a battle, and can use them to either move further, do more damage, stuff like that. Also special abilities, sort of a whirlwind attack. Fuck these dudes up. And now if there's only one guy standing, like initiative will sort of work like you expect it to. And you can also use willpower to make your attacks go harder. Like so. Like, it's not super... like, not super inventive, I guess, but it does, like, uses the formula pretty well.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed,
watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Okay. Only the sun has stopped. Which I would say is a pretty important thing to stop. But yeah. Approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. Cuts to the face. Ah. Oh. Eirik, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Stupid, isn't it? I just wanna do my job here, buddy. Sure you'll get it, if not more. Governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Probably. I don't know. Ilwin seems very down to business, so... let's not be petulant. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eirik. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire. Does he want exactly? Dahl thinks that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall, scattered out, took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. I was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. Is there anyone left to worry about? I know who can tell us. Hey, Eirik. 3 buddies. The Viking detective. Leave the market tent to visit the merchant. That. Meander this. Meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Coloured canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Ed, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. Garfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago ahead. So when you tell me what red anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me. Eirik, need some help here? Ed, I had a change of heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Ed sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. I like being bad cop. Wait, just buy one of these. Everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week. How am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah. I don't think we worry too much about money in our occupation. I mean, we are collecting taxes from an entire city, so we can probably bribe a dude. You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Ed gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by East Wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Ed skulks away with the wave of Eirik's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunolf, were you wearing greenback at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant. Love goes off to look at more stalls. Aww. Eirik, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. Blind dog wouldn't trust her, but he used to be scoffing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Overman is a meat haul. Best I can tell. Name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. After this, I'm done here. It's not up to me, my friend. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Okay, meat house. You arrive in front of what must be nobleman. A few minutes later, Eirik appears, with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I point him out, Eirik says over his shoulder. Ready? You're walking through the front door. I ran to a meat house, says Valgard. I'd be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eirik is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scalpings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and meat steins in the process. Yep. Let's give these boys one hell of a hangover. And you can... Good that there isn't a tutorial for that, considering how much tutorials there were before. But you can, like, set up differently. But I think that ought to be okay, right? I don't know. We'll see. Oh. But yeah, we can't. I mean, we could do box damage to strengthen that armor for 1 round. Caress. Ah, okay, and like some that also cost like willpower. But yeah, that was, I guess, pretty good. And we can use him to give other people willpower again. I mean, I guess one thing I said before wasn't quite correct, because it because you can regain willpower, which is by, you know, by standing still for a turn. But let's see. We give this dude willpower, then... Okay. When I see him? I think he's able to actually attack anyone this... I mean, might as well. Yeah, so you can't attack diagonally. Well, that's why they're so hard. At least not with, like, every character. He can. Okay, I mean, it's been like I played this game, like I played the first game through a while ago, but I forgot a bunch of the mechanics, so. Oops. I guess. Okay. So, exertion is basically, we can't like use. Like that goes down. And do we want to attack his health or his... Thing is, when we attack his health, also his like ability to deal damage goes down, so that's nice. But I think we want to stonewall again. These guys are... Okay, I'm not like doing the smartest place here, I'd say. Actually. Alright, he's the one without any abilities. That's... Bye-bye. Wonder. I mean, he's now facing away from me, so probably likely to. Let's do this. I wonder if like the best idea is to just have him tank everything. And I guess if people are close to each other, they get like a defense bonus. Yeah, sure. Isn't great because now I'm doing friendly fire. I was sort of hoping he'd be able to make his way around these two, but doesn't quite have the quiet. On the other hand, if I actually attack him, will I actually do any damage on him? Because I feel like his like... going clockwise from target. Never mind then. There we go. Maybe a bit less elegant than I would have hoped, you know. handle all this. Also, Eric's not doing too hot. Might be a good idea to. Might be a good idea to get out of dodge. Protect me, big strong man. I mean, honestly, everyone still has like a decent amount of willpower. Probably best to gun down this, so he does like less damage. And let's just have him tank some attacks. Oh no. Bye bye. I could, in theory, use one, get him down to 3, but actually, we've got 7 health, armor, I mean. Good. Go for, I think this one's probably the best choice here. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, this is turning out to be much more of a slugfest than I would have liked. Maybe hard mode is actually hard, or maybe I'm not as... I was like talking all, you know, oh man, the systems aren't really all that complicated. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and now I'm like, deep in shit, I guess. Not great. I mean, Valgard's still in pretty good health, but I feel like it's not bound to last now, is it? Let's get rid of this asshole then, I guess. Bonk. Hi. We don't have any sort of healer. Okay. Fuck. I guess, let's see if he's like actually dead. No. That would be a bit of a bummer. All things considered. Yeah, no, I'm free. I think I might just want to try this one again, I guess. I don't know. I kind of wanna play it sort of Iron Man-y, but okay. I don't know, getting like a complete squad wipe on the first proper fight. Well, I did put it on hard now, didn't I? Okay, splash damage, 1 strength damage. Wonder, okay. Light step, move through allies. Okay, that's possible, that's good. Now that we actually know that. In that case, let's have these dudes stay in front. Okay, sort of like this. Don't want to rally. I want to attack, and let's make sure we get decent damage into. Let's not split up too much, honestly. Probably a good idea. He can move the allies though, so I sort of root myself over a bit. But it's fine, I'm totally not bitter. Oh. Eh? abilities to inflict damage a little bit, and... Ah! Damn it. Not quite, but... There we go. He's not much of a threat now. I mean, he can still chip away at our armor, but... Going to be important. Let's make him shield wall in here, you know, to be a bit of a roadblock. Like so. I guess. Wanna finish this or do it off? Yeah, let's do this. Because then we can move, oh, hey. Gotten a little achievement there, not sure if that actually showed up on this. And if I move him over here, then I think I could, like, oh. Shit, doesn't work diagonally, but I can still move him here and have, like, his attack there. But that was... I mean, if I can do that, let's soften them up a bit. And got some splash damage going too, so that's nice. Okay. He's in a bit of a pickle. Oh. Okay, they got more armor than I really would like. Not great. Okay, good. You gotta get the hell out of dodge, my dude. Can I though? That's a question. Yeah, the answer is that's a no. Oh bye. And they all have like pretty decent armor still. This dude we could finish off. We wanna though. Should we like try to tank more attacks? And in a way, who's up next? Is that Joker? I think we wanna tank more attacks then. Oh no, it was a different Joker. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. least now he can't like one-shot that dude. Still can though. He like run? Is that going to work? Oh, I don't know. I think they like all got more than decent enough movement, yeah. Ah, fuck. Let's hope he decides to go for something else. Nice. Ooh. I don't know, Stonewall again? Okay. Come on, one exhaustion. Get rid of that dude. Okay. We are back. Let's just rest. Bye-bye. Eric. Buddy. Bye-bye. Well. Okay, I've got 5 health left. He's got 4 attacks, 7 minus 5. Worlds 2. 7. Oh boy. Not great. Not enough willpower to do the stonewall. I think I fucked myself over again. Well, I guess we're getting all our learning experience in at the very start. Like he's the only one who can sort of still deal damage to any halfway decent amount. Okay, good. For him, sure, why not? No armor at all. Now, theoretically, Eric could one-shot this. Still doesn't have any armor left, so 5-1. And he's the one that's moving up next. Yeah. No bueno! As we in the biz like to say. Oh boy. Rip! Don't know. Maybe the game is going to go easy on me because it's a tutorial or it's like the second mission still. No, no, I don't wanna end the turn, I wanna kill this dude because he's like the most, can do the most damage to any of us. Let's finish this dude off. Bam. And we're in pillaging mode, which means we can actually like probably do a decent amount of against these dudes. There we go. And GG, I guess. Not really as G as the G wasn't as G as I would have hoped. And we got our first nice achievement. Ah, okay, they've just been injured. They're fine. They just walk it off. There they are. Gods be damned, I've got to wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's window onto the bay. Fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Borgnir. Next for all, kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying, everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eirik and Volgat hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eirik tosses the barkeeper a spare of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the dock. Sorry about the mess. Okay, let's... docks. Borgnir. A familiar owl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abandoned in purpose. Gods, Ubin, the looking ancient, comes with being old. And if there is Borgnir, there must be Haken. Must there? The bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old Yorks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorunda demands it. I take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arborang, in fact. Bad for it. Second motions to the other ships in the base, sails still fluttering. Golden Wolfhead emblazoned on red. King of men, or someone on his path. King's whelp. King's son, Ludin. But you know, Scrivener, you visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, I can hazard. I almost forgotten. It's a good thing you are around, Haken. And you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business at Stranded. Was heading there myself. Caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but... let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where's Molga? Haken. Have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Molga. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. A young prince of man enters from his ship, brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with lower eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. Long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years. I really should have worked on my, Swedish or Norwegian accent before I turned. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Borgnir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Haken, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Okay. We can talk to people, and maybe we need to make a choice? I don't know. Let's see. Let's talk to the young prince. Is this the right place? Find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed wall who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you with Wagner? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. Woman doesn't react. Hi. I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. Crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. A vile historian? Ha! Don't you already know? The king and mine both have been practically trumping it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, uncertain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Arborang, and now we go to the Wild's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of man and war. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse him. Real charmer. Let's talk to Hakon. Scrivener! You find Hakon in a meat house surrounded by other war. Brent is no stranger to war, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. And straight for a flagon? Wagner is the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that gives me trouble. No surprise. What this time? Maybe he's like a Russian giant. When I got here the Great Hall was already full of bodies. Gathered a few more. Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as the Yorks fought, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. Not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon let slip a low chuckle. Any Val could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swathe through dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Anybody just going to refill my coffee? No, I know, the nerve. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. Might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Okay. At dawn, you're woken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply letters. All there, just as promised, to your mind's surprise. Wonder if Eirik had anything to do with that. Guards take the treasure wagon down to the gate. Wagner is already here. While later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Marga steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster. You recall correctly. In charge of his unweedied entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if we are ready to depart. Well, yeah. I guess. Follow Morga and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city. But the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Yes, the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. Summarizes Trent well as a whole, you think. Guess we lost a bit of silver by going drinking. But yeah. Now we're sort of on the strategic map, I guess. Like, in this game you usually Uh, moving in caravans, and you gotta get from point A to point B, and it's like very pretty between that. You gotta sort of manage your supplies and what have you. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mulder, cracking up meat cast. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Asked Path with raucous laughter as the meat is passed throughout the camp. Drink a little, drink a lot, toast to Wagner. Toast to Wagner. I wonder if that's like the extreme option. Raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and wall. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Wagner. Drink merrily. Alright, let's chat with the old boy. Thanks for the speech, says Wagner. Well, that was enlightening. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Morga. I thought the damn governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit. So. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy goes back to Aberrang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Harkon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Ah, but you missed the fight, Eubin. Down your meat instead of replying. Orkney slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but this... Pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors would follow you for what you've done. Is that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old wall. They've always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him too. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Olga is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalk in your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, nudged Wagner. Eat it. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a heart-ate stare in return. How long to Grafheim? Ah, we're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on the map. Time for some tutorials. This is the map of the world. Oh. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's like, as far as fantasy maps goes, it's pretty damn cool. Wormstair Isle, Fierce Isle, Wormstair Isle, I don't know. It's Fiskevik und Ettingbecker, Deudwood, Lunda, Gaula, Aberang, I don't know. The Plains of Slaughter? I think I'm turning Irish again. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys like Skyrim, then you're going to love this bit. Huh? Okay. And we are here. Okay. World map is covered with many locations and holds much lore. Yes! You can explore the map at any time clicking on location for more info. So let's see, what's Strand about? As close as anything comes to a bastion of racial tolerance, both men and Val compete to scratch out a living in this biggest trade city along the west coast. Many people still believe the god Danglach, who watches over it, granting good fortune. Left and right foot of Dangler's Bay are said to be where the god Dangler himself stood when he created the thriving trade city of Strand. Others suggest it's where he stood while taking less noble actions upon the land. And now you still navigate the long coastal markets by merchants and visitors. And you're finished, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Yep. High above Strand sits a stone for Dangler, god of good fortune, who many believes there was named Weatherfell. In bad weather, the gates that blow in from the bay and around the mountain peaks keep Weatherfell in a generally unpleasant state. What really cemented the name was the kind of person who would live there, men cast out from Strand for one reason or another, with nowhere else to go. As the last gate, crossing of the small bridge leading from Weatherfell onto the wandering road marked a small but significant moment in which the world truly separated itself from humanity, in search of their own lands. That river. Huh? Yeah. I mean, I think I'm going to save some of this lore for later, but let's, I guess, see what country we are in. Region. Town. Long snowfields, tall mountains, and sparse woods of Chaun used to be the gathering place of dredge during the Second Great War. As war pushed them ever northward, they took the land and settled it themselves, preferring the cold expanses over the warm, busier lands of men to the south. Now the territory is almost entirely walled. Wow. Anyways, Wandering Road. Let's see what the game has to offer us. We head north and east past the forts. Grofheim's far from Stand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to skim instead? That's the point of marching. The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skimmerstead. Half-sunken cities crawling with dredge prints. Dredge and glaciers. Like glaciers? Ludin exhales through the nose. Poor disguise for his contempt. Turns and bats aside to tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke Diane till Borgnir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall clip to hop off too. Ludin's got a short wig than Harkham. Thanks, Borgnir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Weatherfell if we're lucky. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay, so yeah, this is like pretty cool. Also, in case you guys hadn't noticed, this game is very pretty. But we can like rest, but the more we rest, the higher our morale and everything goes. But on the other hand, flies are a bit of a problem. Also, you need to rest to heal injury. Huh? Mogar's an old hand in bar culture. long on the front line of the fight against the Dredge. He's had occasional brush with leading a clan of his own, but eventually settled well into commanding Vognir's personal army of warriors, and is highly respected amongst them. Okay, he doesn't have any points. Neither does Hakon. Huh? Oh. What does he have? The shockwave stuff. Okay, Little Prince. Wouldn't really expect him to be a leader of men, but I don't know. Takes all sorts. And here we have Gunnulf. Oh. But no points. I think like okay, not much we can do right here because we got like all the guys who got like experience on with us right now. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. Guess we could rest up some, or we could go to training to check these guys' abilities out. But where's the fun in that? Let's just find out in the, like, thick of it and then die horrible deaths. Like real gamers. I mean, we could rest also. Morale improved. How injured is... Like, now, Gunnulf is a bit better. How much supplies do we have? We've got 65 days, we've got 37 renown. I don't know, guys. I think we can afford to rest a month. Okay, one more day. And there we go.
Weatherfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from strands with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Guess I gotta like, everyone's just gotta like pronounce the J here. And I've got like a Norse accent there. I Hardeborg! That's a lot of war for some missing cattle. What? Couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. Looks pleased with himself. Until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? I wouldn't know. My boys sent men up the hills carrying them away. Seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Carl thinks out here, maybe? Could they have walls working for them? Not from what the governor told me. Going to take a look around and get camp set up. Peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the current sets up tents. We'll be here for no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of all? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You're thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here, forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Ludin? Wait, sounds like fighting. And something else. Hakon takes off at a run. Oh boy. The little prince got himself in some little trouble. Okay. These guys are new. Click once to make a waypoint. Okay. Good. You know. Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. Click the top right banner to compare your stats with the enemies. And now click the enemy to target. Top right banner? Ah, right. This one. Oh bye. Looks like everyone's... These guys mean business. Armor blocks attacks on strength. For each enemy armor higher than your strength, there's a 10% chance the attack will be deflected. Notice the chance to hit shown above the attack button. Attack this enemy's strength. But I don't wanna! Seems like a stupid idea. Okay, we can't also. Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. Thank you. Oh bye. Well. Let's just go for a normal attack on his armor. Because the Thundering Impact doesn't like seem... Yes, you have like 0 exertion. That seems... Not sure how exertion works quite at this point. That's a bit of a bummer. But I guess, do I want to go there or do I want to... Because I kind of want to lure these guys to go next to him. Although, I think they just need to be adjacent to the target, so I think if he's like here, we still would do damage to him if we attack this. Let's find out, I guess. He's got Tempest, but... +3 armor damage, dredge causes 1 armor damage and to all adjacent. Okay. Embo. But let's see if they're... okay, never mind. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. Ouchie. But unfortunately they're not adjacent. Oh boy. But they're probably about to be, right? Ow! Oi! This dude's like no fun. Like, no bad, bueno, very bad. But let's see if we just... There we go. Got some splash damage in. Not sure if it's really that good for us, but... got a bit of splash damage going on. Good. This dude's done so. What does he bring? Done a favor. Let's get rid of this dude. Okay. Okay. That's how that works. Still, though. Can we? No, we can't because we still don't have the amount of exertion. I'm not. Not sure how exertion works in this exactly. Still. Poor Gunolf. And no. Ah! No. Oof. And good night. You're trying to get yourself killed, Ludin. What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You never seen a dredge before, boy. What kind of idiot? Break the armor first. Where did they come from? I didn't even see them. They were just there. Hakan goes to where Wognir lies face down. Future War King lies motionless aside from a spreading pool of blood. Oh boy. Wognir's dead. Cut with keen-edged sword. Where did that thing come from? Shh. Get close. It's us. Employment hub. Yeah, thanks for telling us now. Careful, don't get too close. Let's click. Okay, he's got light sight, move to allies, and he can mark prey. I wonder how large the range for that is, but never mind. Ah, the orange squares indicate the range of the unit's attack. And he's got a like an archer class, I guess. Not a... so from over here we could hit him. I hit him. On the other hand, the problem is we're also in his range, sort of. Oh, buddy. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's... Like, sure she gets a damage bonus when she's stationary, but thread the needle? But I don't think we need that right now. Oak. Ouchie. But let's see, if we do this now... Okay. That's pretty decent. Ow! It hurts, but... There we go. There's a good girl. Down gross. Nice. What's that? That looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? Alright. Be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the ox bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through trees when you glance that direction. All that food. It's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run. I think. Let's see. Probably good to have some supplies. Think you can handle more of them? No, Dad, I mean, we're already lucky to be alive. I know, it's okay. Let's get back to Skolga. Supplies, what? Yeah. Can we see how much more we've got to travel? Not here. Like, I know how much more supplies I have, days of supplies, but I'm not sure how much longer we... Huh. Okay, never mind. I thought we could, like, see how long it takes to get to our destination.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
That looks a bit ominous. Ivor. The enormous wall in question towers over the man in the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Huntsmaster? Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge, everywhere. Dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? They've broken through the fort. Fighters nearby stop sparring. They gather around you. Damn it! They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running towards the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Eagle, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you, gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait, I want to help. Go with Eagle, Alette. That looks like she might protest, but scowls and runs off to safety. Oh, let's not try to get some teens killed right now. Gods, Rook, don't start telling them I don't know what I'm doing. No, it's a stretch, but I bought it. What's the plan? Just hold off any dredge we see until everyone's inside. Then we figure it out. More shots draw your attention to some house atop near a nearby hill. Sure enough, dredge are gathering in numbers. Fear threatens to bubble over into panic. How long do we need to keep this up? You ask. Ivor shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign. Okay. Seems fine. Also, we've got an item. Okay. We had one on strength, one armor. Okay. So I feel like we probably should be the one to wear that. If a led's not in there. Like only for role-playing reasons, I guess. Okay. Can he shoot through guys though? That's wondering. One with the shield looks like trouble. Oh. Let me handle him. I don't know, I can't do Swedish accents. But let's handle this dude first, I'd say. Okay. I mean, okay, this dude. Thing is, basically, we can't. Whenever we attack him, we're like within range of his attacks, sorta. Like at least within his movement range. Doesn't seem to be anything we can do to avoid that. I mean, maybe if we. Bye-bye. Good, but not good. Quite good enough. At least not yet. Okay, now we could finish him off though. Do we wanna maybe push someone away? I think finishing him off is probably a good idea here. And... oh. Oops. But we can shoot through guys, that's good to know. No. No. Ow. better get rid of this dude. I wonder what happens if we do something like this special attack. Was it like, okay, not quite as, I was sort of hoping it would like push both of them back, but still that's nice that it at least damaged both of them. Could we like get... No, we can't only batter one of them. I get rid of this dude. Okay, that's done with. Bye-bye. Little guy there. Okay, that was like less effective than I'd maybe hoped for. Okay, yeah, they didn't like lie when they called this hard mode. Bye. Oh boy. Oh, I think that's not good. And that's EG. Okay. How can we continue? No. I mean, well, okay, maybe give Ivar the things, because we can actually stay back and shoot through him. That's good to know. don't really wanna push him back. Like so, maybe we like can be attacked next turn. I'm not sure how that's not quite. Okay, one upgrade. That's oh. Okay, 2 down. Yeah, that ought to be in a position to next turn, so let's see. That one back. Ooh, yay. Well, this isn't good. Oh no. What's your range, mister? I mean, that's at least going to lower their ability to do damage to me. Yeah. Okay, I can keep running. Gunning. Okay, good. I want to see how far you can move. I could make it over here, but that's still within his range, so I don't know. I feel like we're probably gonna take some damage here. I mean, we're not entirely unlikely to do some damage in turn, but I'm not sure it's... I mean, we could like also just run and hope it's better next turn. I know this isn't like very exciting. Would just very much like it if I could somehow make my way past this dude. Problem is, if I like move at all, it's like I'm still within, I don't know. I guess we're taking slightly less damage now. Oof. Still, that smarted quite a bit. Oh, bye. Okay. Good news is now I can run, but I don't think I can outrun him. Well. Yeah. F to a rerun. Let's try this one again. And if I still fail, then I think I'll just have to bite the bullet and say, okay, I'm not great. But maybe the idea is you focus on Sheer Dude first then. Or maybe the idea is to lower difficulty back to normal. The other hand, first off. Like this. Oh. $13, 9 minus 13. Yeah. 13 minus 9. Let's make sure this dude does less damage. One less dude. Ah! Never mind. Yeah, never mind. That wasn't great. Like, the idea probably should have been to, he can't get into range of Rook at least. But the idea probably should have been to keep that one alive so he sort of blocks this dude, the big guy's movement. Because now he can do that and fuck up. Okay, that's not too bad, honestly. How about you move over here, Iva? Attack this guy. Attack him real good. Because this dude can't get into range. Okay, he's an easy target. And this dude, he's also not in range. Yeah, go for that. Fun. Okay. Yeah, I think we ought to lower his strength a bit. Oh no. Okay, that's not as bad as I'd expected, actually. This dude, okay. Well, not great, but... Let's see, lower his armor some more so we can actually start doing some more damage. He's still... Yeah, good. Yeah, let's try to have him block. Honestly, maybe I should go for the battering ram because if he stands here, then he can walk that way, do his slam attack, and get both of us. But if I knock him back, obviously I'm doing like less damage than I could be doing. On the other hand, that would put it so he could only attack Iva. So, on the other hand, I don't. Right, but actually now I can do 6, yeah. There we go, that looks pretty decent. I mean, this dude's still a bit of an issue, but, well, we can take him out of the fight, can we? Not quite. But you know, that makes it easier. I mean... There we go, big shield dude is down. Now we in pillage mode. Ooh, yay, yay, yay. Stay up. Oh. And do a shield bash. Move Rook behind. Sure, he's... Okay, this is obviously not awesome. But we probably should finish this dude now. Obviously, it's not great that Rook got injured, but hey, at least it's a victory. And our renown is getting grip up. Yeah, ready for promotions. Hopefully, that means the consequences, consequences. Maybe I should have have the guys be. Should have had the kids help out. Black Horde is forming at the tree line. Enough of this, says Ivor, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back, and adds, Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you can find anyone. Got it. You're lucky to escape the notice of Mordred on the way back. You can see them rummaging through homes, tearing the buildings apart. If you're going to look for more survivors, you make a note to do it quickly. Yeah, let's go for the market then. Wait, what? People are still selling stuff? Wow. Okay, we could spend renown to get, stuff. Yeah, I guess renown is, currency. So, let's get ourselves some 20 days off. So let's buy some stuff and done that shit and cool. First, okay. If we were to promote him, okay. Increases your item rank. Oh, yeah. Ah, and it costs 5 renown, so I guess everything sort of shares a resource. What do you need? 3. And how do we upgrade that? Is it just upgrade automatically? No, this. Nope. Oh, one more point. Is that? The power. Strength. Let's upgrade our armor a bit. And also promote Ivor. Yeah. And we're all out of renown. You know, strength up always seems like a good bet. Okay. Up through that one very quick. Can we check out the houses? We can. Okay, let's just onwards. Can find anyone? A few. Send them inside. Gods, this is bad. Out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wound your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, better. They follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. Did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Manders. I wasn't there. I know you fought your fair share. Yeah, I've got enough slack for one lifetime. Why are you going to save us now? Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. It would be nice if someone were around to save us. Anyways, let's head to the Great Hall then. Rook! Thank the gods you made it. Great Hall is an utter din, lit as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. They haven't. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling around, ransacking houses? Chieftain's wife finds you pushing through the crowd. Oddleif. Must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Oh no, I wouldn't expect it to last. Made so many decisions, but tell me straight, what would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. That's so easily done. Rook? I trust Ivar on this. Chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. Imagine us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivar's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? Dredge are coming down from the north? Frostweather, to the west. It's closer to his walls. I intend to be free of Saga in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I catch up on the road to Frostweather. Do we abandon the storehouse? We have to. We'd be leaving behind everything but the supplies you brought to Rook. On the other hand, Frostweller's at least a week away. I'm not sure we've got that much food. We'll be cutting it close. If we're saddled with heavy carts, it'll be almost impossible to outpace the dredge. If we run out of food before we get to Frostweller, it wouldn't matter how many escape. Just say, let me handle the dredge. Ivar usually knows what he's talking about. I'll join him. Chieftain thinks for a long moment. It isn't ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan. Ivar? Nope. Then I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. Chieftain rubs his chin, but doesn't argue. From the training she's given her lad, you've no doubt she can handle a bill. Fine. I get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivar. You leave when you're clear. Oh boy. I want Gil with us, says Ivar. Something happens to us, I need him to tell the chieftain. Ivar goes off to find him. Alette finds you. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come, she says. Don't leave me. Please, I'll be good. Sure. We can help. Help? Okay, Alette, just promise to listen. I promise, she says. I will soon find you both. Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all, we're just getting their attention. Step into the town courtyard where you can already see Dredge in every direction. Ivar starts banging his shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow. See yourself for a tough fight. Bye-bye. Sure. Oh. That's gotta get her thing. That's ready for battle. I mean, we've got a lot more people to work with now, but probably also a lot more enemies to deal with. Oh boy. Do we ever? Here you go. What can you do, my boy? What's that? Okay. Hit roll? Okay, good. Okay, this dude can get that, this dude can get that far, this dude can get that far, this dude that far. I think maybe I just wanna... Ah. Okay, that's actually good. Oh. I wish you could undo moves. Sort of feels weird that you can't, because it's not like there's any sort of line of sight or something, you know, that would really make it cheesy to be able to undo moves. I don't think. Yeah. Okay, one less to deal with. Now him. Didn't I? I mean, I guess I got, like, bonus there. Okay, good. Great. Okay. But it's all units. If she was over here, that would be great, but I do. No, she isn't. Could get. Ah. Shit. That wasn't what I wanted to hit. Oh, shit. Boy. Okay, no, that actually is good for me. My opinion. Because it like did more damage to his dude than to mine, so that's like a good thing in my opinion. Guys are still very. I could get over here. I could do some damage. The thing is, then I'd be stuck right in the middle, thick of it. Who's next? This dude, I think. No, that back there. Like if I were to move, thing is he's got like insane amounts of damage, so he could like almost one shot Brooke. So I don't want to move him over there. That's like at all an option. On the other hand, I think, yeah, the archers are all in range of him. So should have moved next to him so I got the bonus. Okay, that wasn't. Poor Egil. Next. This dude, he doesn't really have to move to do damage. I mean, does more damage when she didn't move, so. he ought to be done now. Yeah, good. Lady, how about this dude's up next, so let's move you back here and do this. Hopefully that works. Okay, good. That's good. That's very useful. If I were to push... The thing is, he would pass through rook too. That's not great. On the other hand, if I push him away, then means he can only attack. Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess these guys have like less range than I expected them to. Okay, rook. Let's make sure we're blocking the way. Squishy archers. Ah! Damn it. Let's push him back. There we go, that's good. Oh, yeah. Buddy, you're not doing too hard. Let's... Yeah, back here. Not good. No bueno. On the other hand, alive, you can attack these guys. Now, Alert, you've still got full armor, right? Bonus. Now Rook can do that, and hopefully that ought to be enough to finish him off if both of them can attack him now. Yeah. And this dude, okay, he's obviously a bit of an issue. I mean, he could probably just avoid this, but let's hope he doesn't. There we go, beautiful. Good thing the AI is kind of stupid sometimes. Okay. Okay, Eagle, injured, up. Alba, injured. Rook, injured. But Alette got a promotion out of it. And we got better morale. We have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you're eventually able to lose them in the thick woods, where they have difficulty keeping up. Climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddlife is the first to spot them. There! She points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. The group has gathered at the rear of the caravan. Oddlife walks beside a covered figure in the open wagon. Ooh, she says through clenched teeth. Should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you like a blow to the gut. You continue on to Frostweather in silence. Let's hand firmly in your rip to a real one. We've got 7 days of supplies. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backwards to see the caravan stretch out past the point of safety. Spaced out so far, you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. Got to pull them together, says Ivor. It's dangerous to stop until at least the guards don't. The path should be just up ahead. Rally the caravan with a speed, surely we're good at that. Make your way out to the rear and hoist a small child onto your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. Oh, hey. Good. You know, supplies, morale isn't getting too great. But we don't really have the opportunity to rest. Anyways, there's a godstone. Looks really big and gaudy. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meager possessions beneath the godstone of Hildevaldir. What are we doing? Just left our homes because suddenly they were dredged. Chieftain did what I suggested and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. Am I supposed to do that? I? Tell them everything's going to be alright. God's Rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. And do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. Humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Pull it together. Worried about the lad mostly. Keep her close. You do care. I can tell. Men are a plague on the world worse than any dredge, far as I can tell. That's like this, why we get along so well, Ivor. You sleep poorly. Sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. While the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. Godstone looms overhead. Massive eyes of Hildevaldir looking the same direction as you. Like this. Weathered stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings. Out of habit more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Hildevaldir was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the lands as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being so full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. Made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you are a lad who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down and it's time to move on to Frostweather. He's like an ant. Oops. Let's look at the map for a second. Okay. Skolgar. The descendants of Stan, unable to cultivate good yields or find much fish in the frozen mark of Bar Harbor, nevertheless scratched out a living from the beasts of the forest, where they erected a stone to Hildevaldir, patron of hunters. Thanks. Thanks for that. Uh-huh. And we're moving to Frostweather. Once sitting upon the banks of a wide lake, when the Nordfelling turned to waste, the city of Forstvilla became a tattered bastion blasted by the freezing winds that rolled through the valley. Those who live here still are not known for their hospitality. Stan's march. Not content to stop in Stromlund, a man named Stan hoped to find land as rich as Aberang along the Nile. Instead he found bog. All the way up the coast he went, until ice covered the trees. This is far enough, said Stan, and he stopped in Skoga. Very nice. Yeah. Then I mean, they said it was a week until that, so we gotta get going. Unless we come across some more supplies somehow. Caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. You've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill the supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. Know the men to join you? What are you doing out here alone? Or refuse the men, make sure they don't follow. What are you doing out here alone? You are hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When we returned, he looks away, unable to finish. Okay, sure. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. And cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. You've got 10 more days. Okay, good. In that case, let's camp. And sure, we can level up that. And 1 point. Might as well let her exert herself a little bit more. What does that do? In dodge strike. I guess it's like a possibility to avoid damage. I don't know, is it like... Mostly I was probably one of the guys that's like most likely to get hit. Okay. That's to a kill. Alstom, Eagle. Find Eagle just outside the camp, practicing his sword swings. I saw you taking some hard hits out there. You did. Oh, yeah, great. Not great, considering everything that's... I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shield. It's Rook, right? I know we haven't talked much before now. But if you want, just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. I wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before, about making sure nothing happens to Alette. You're protective of Alette, huh? Careful, young man. Why she's... I don't want her to get hurt. Can see his cheeks turn bright red. Don't worry, she can take care of herself too. I know, I didn't mean... Easy, Gil. I know what you meant. I've never seen a shield like that before. Yeah, I doubt there's many. My father made this. It's solid metal. Really heavy. But I've been practicing with it since I was a kid. I used to spend a lot of time just getting used to lifting it. Raise it up to show you. Pretty good with it now? It's the only thing of my father's I have left. Then, when my mother died, she gave it to me, before she died. Albert seems to think you're pretty good. Did you say that? That's good. Trying. Never had to fight anything like Dredge before, but I don't have much else to do. How many people get to train with the wall? It seems like it could be a help to someone. That's what I want to be. Okay. Gil's a good kid, I guess. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. You can do anything you need. Okay, hold on there. You and Iva, we're going to be okay. I can tell. Let's keep on to that bright, optimistic outlook of you. Okay. Morale improved. Rest. Morale is more improved. How is everyone doing? Thing is, we kind of want Iva to be alright if that's at all an option, so good thing we got those supplies. I hope. During a rest, one of the men gets too drunk and some of the men get too drunk and end up slashing meat in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts, many thrown fists and a broken bone later. The instigator, Raffenswater, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansmen looking for satisfaction. Personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Cross a public apology up from him. Grabbing Raffenswater's neck, he forced him to look at the crowd. Apologize for this mess, demand. Man babbles until you squeeze harder. Sorry, he yells repeatedly, even after you let him go. Folks shake their head, but leave the man alone. Okay, well... Oh, and we can start up zooming. Because this game is very pretty. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostvella, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news to bring and discuss it amongst themselves while set up nearby. Okay. Okay, good. We can... Let's go to the market. Okay, well, let's get all the stuff we can. Iron bands. Sure. Not much resting. We haven't really been doing much resting in combat, so I'm not sure. I mean, we're like pretty much halfway there. We've got enough supplies, so I think what others are morale like. Feel good. I think we can just go quickly. You're only just outside the village when two men in red approach. My name is Hogan. Hulk, that's one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Morgan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostvella. Third man, excusing rage, charges up to this group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. How about it? What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skolga. Have you both got it before I let half the village desert? Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared. All furrowed brows and narrow stairs. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. Well, we probably should tell him. There won't be anything to tend to once the dredge arrive. Dredge my ass! I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got two choices. Get back to work or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Hogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Hogan draws his egg slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. Think I make a poor farmer. Thing is, I can see the village leader's perspective here. But on the other hand, probably it's the best for the village if they just move up and leave. And you know, being a leader seems like it's really about like taking actions, even if it means like hurting people who probably don't deserve it, but like helping other people in the meantime. We just leave our hands clean. I think side with the brothers, right? Ira steps forward. Bugs hesitate. As you pull your axe, you notice that it lies nowhere to be seen. Oh no. Hey, but we've got a full, oh, guess, that's item level 3, so we can't use it because we don't have anyone who's that. Okay. Well, let's see. Probably not a good choice, but on the other hand, it's probably best for the villagers if they actually leave. Eat wall. Bloody flail. Did we hunt down the archers first? I mean, I'm was sort of hoping I wouldn't need to break the shield wall. I need to... One attacks at 1 strength or break even. Based on last. That one though. Those I think maybe we ought to be. Yeah. Does it like ignore? Okay. And let's see how it does when there's like a guy. Okay. Good. Oh, don't end the turn. You kill this dude. Go. Less. Oh. Hey, these guys. Business. Okay. Alright. Then. I think. Let's see. Let's just have him be tanky. I mean, 3 damage per hit. Not. No, that's not. That going to us. 3 minus 7. That's 10. No, we still would be at. This dude is attacking though. No, that dude. Yeah. Oh, I think you're just going to run, my good boy. Ow! Oh no. That's not great. Oh bye, oh bye. Not good. None of this is very good. But we've got like decent amount of health left, so yes, there's that. Oh. Okay. And bam! That's these jerk-offs dealt with. I mean, you know, upstanding citizens dealt with, I guess. Everyone's injured. Well, thank you with wide grins. Soon, many of the villagers have joined your caravan. Scan around anxiously for a lad who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually, find her watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife, and you soon set out again. Oh god, we've got a bunch of guys. Oh, our supplies. Okay, we got also supplies, and lad marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddlife approaches you both. Lad, I have something for you. Oddlife has gathered up the long banner from the caravan. Smiles warmly as she passes it to a lad. Boy, we're about to have some sort of banner. This banner saga. What's all about? I was hoping you'd suit up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skoga. Come find me another time, Rook. We'll talk. Or you can comment, she departs. Dad? Are you chieftain now? Guess I'll have to find out later. Oh, then that means... Both cried for a moment while the lad unfurls the banner. Oddlife has been teaching me how to sew. So, she speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? Not. On the banner has been sewn the history of the families who have lived in Skoga throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but the lad has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this dredge leaving home, and why did you have to kill those men? The village? If it's okay to ask. Had to make a hard choice. Girls, the dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I want to kill a person. Please. Mad at me? That you don't want to? That smiles at it, and her face sinks again. Guess I would do it. If I really had to. Do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know that. Think you're doing a good job. Aww. She hugs you. Spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skorga is your burden now. Probably worse, honestly, by how things have been going so far. Rest some? Walk to Oddlife? How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, say it doesn't sink in for a while. Sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. Funny, father named me Oddlife before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. That feels so backwards. I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. Thought about it a long time. You asked me to give it to you. You know, something happened. Me? You always depended on your Rook. Should be mine. Could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. Get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. A banner would be divided. Think they would follow you? Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. It happens when the first time we need something from another clan. How will that go? First time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. Oh. Well, this is awkward. I don't have, like, the reading to deal with this. Have you always been this talkative, Rook? Listen, I know I dragged this out. Truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. But he's safe with you and the lad. I know you're going to take care of her. Puts her hand on your shoulders as she heads back to the camp. This was awkward a bit. But I guess we're leader now. Cool. And the leader orders more sleepy time for everyone. Okay. And we can't be too far away now, can we? A small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. Recognize this place, one of man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If you're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. You think you'll survive out there on your own? Men look at each other somberly before and said, that's why we have to go. Out here, alone, our kin is as good as dead. Take the straps off the packs once more and depart. Oh bye. Well, I wish them well. They're like pretty close to Frostweller. Complaints of Ravenswater's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snake canvas through the campfire, nearly setting his supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Ravenswater's leg before leading him to you. Man drinks nothing but water from now on. Ravenswater groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before Ravenswater manages to find another drink, whether you'll allow it or not. Bye-bye. Come on, we're almost Frostweller. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Ravenswater. Downbasher drunk, staggering toward you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Ravenswater. Manage to rank from your caravan, let your clansmen deliver justice, or ready ourselves against Dredge, just in case. I think I'm going to go with 3 since we're that's probably going to waste some supplies and what have you, but we're in Frostweller pretty soon, so we can afford to be a bit cautious. There'll be time for that later, you tell the man. For now, we take no chances. Full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of Dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Ravenswater bursts into laughter and you're sure there never were any Dredge. Not long after, Ravenswater goes missing. Nobody searches for him or seems to mind. Oh, that was hopefully the end of that, I guess.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostweller now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Let's hope so. He jostles through fellow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostweller for days. Gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. And there's so many people in fields. Can't stay outside in the open like this. Wildlife finds you amongst the many refugees. Look! They have talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? Silverrun with Wow from Bloodsparker, Greyhorn, and people from Vitra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. Chieftain of Frostweller has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the Dredge come, these citizens will turn red. If they get in there. Want to know more about what's going on in there? See a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and the gates. Could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get the gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push really hard. Okay. Well. First off, let's get all the supplies we can get. But that isn't much. And we upgrade one of our heroes or several. Ah, okay, so now we can improve our ability. Yeah, but... Okay. Okay, so... Two things. First off, they, like, just the target takes the break damage, but it also takes the break damage when it passes through friendly units. So, units friendly to us, not to them. And also we could potentially use it to push our guys out of the way, although not sure if like the... I mean, it's sometimes might be useful. Pretty desperate, but useful. Yeah, more break damage is always good. Gotta keep these guys killed somehow, not let them die constantly. Okay, and yeah, now we can deliver 2 break damage, which is nice. Of which I think we want break damage up first. It's like one of the major like weak points so far. Okay. And let's see if we can get into the city somehow, and then I think I'll call it a day. You approach the gate, where hundreds of people have gathered. The trodden, bloody space in front of the door, several pincushion bodies lie unclaimed, though they simply belong there. Archers up on the wall make it clear that nobody will get in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason when they're not flinging stones and curses. Find out more from the crowd. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple of days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates and refused any more refugees. We've got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They are storing them. Eagle pulls you aside. It was following the outside of these walls. There's a water passage we could squeeze through. I think, not the whole caravan, but if a handful of us get in, we might open the gates from the inside. Shout at the guards, you know. Gotta get ourselves some catharsis at least. We're from Saga! Open the gates, he shouted to the archers, not expecting much. You get as much response as you expected. Ivor, did you really expect to push these gates open? I'm willing to try, grunts Ivor, despite sizing up doors that look like they could hold back an army. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, then you kill them, he says. You're not sure this is the most sound plan. Let's not do that. This is a terrible idea, you say. Don't even know how many are in there. Ivor folds his arm. He seems almost relieved that he didn't have to live up to his earlier boast. The gates and try something else. Leave the crowds and head back down the hill. There are a lot of people gathered around the rest houses, says Offline, pointing out. Maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves useful. But I wanted to check out the passage. Oh, guess we couldn't. That's a bummer. We spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. Chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. A lot of wounded people here, adds the lad. We could help them. Eagle pulls you aside. I followed, okay. Check out the water passage. I'm not footing through there, says Ivor when you arrive at the narrow ducts. Go without me. Looks like it'll get you on top of the walls and then down to the gate where you can open it. Wait for us at the gate, Ivor. We'll be quick. When Aegis said water, you should have guessed runoff. Still, you managed to squeeze your way through a tight stonework and force your way past an iron grate. You take stairs to the top of the walls. As you approach the gates, armed men take notice. They don't ask questions. Well, you're doing a great job not killing people right now. Well, lad, time to take your first life. Or should we just go out of it? I guess we'll try it and... okay. Look, just pretend they're not people, okay? That's like... sort of something? Okay, so we're starting out here in the middle. There's one guy over there, that's pretty... he's not such a tough customer. Tough customers are on the left here, so... no. Right, I mean... I wonder if I should just run into it. Should I try to shield myself? I think maybe the smart thing would be to let him come to us. So... now who's next? These two. Okay, he's like, he's a bit... stopped him from getting to our squishy archers, I guess. And we get like a... ought to get a bit of an adjacency bonus here, so hopefully that makes short work of him. But okay, not sorry, lad. It's well, war as hell, truly. That dude, he can't get into range of any our guys quite yet, so don't really want to. Don't really feel a need to slow him down. Oh boy. That's not very lucky. He's in a bit of a pickle. Next, this dude. Okay. That dude. With a bit of luck, we ought to get a good hit in there. Like so, yeah. But he's... Oh, okay, he didn't go for him. That's good, Saga. I get more adjacent to anyone, I don't think I can. Up next. Dude's up front. I don't feel like there's much I can do. Might as well, be a legend. Okay, that good damage though. Yay. This dude. And not much I can do. Get rid of that one. Okay. Next, this dude. Of life. That is that guy. Okay, he can't get to Outlive, so many damage. But I think that dude back there is pretty much the biggest threat. So yeah, good thing the AI doesn't avoid those. I guess you can't tell. So where to put? Yeah, we could both of them. Be in a bit of a dicey position, but I mean, Eagle's still doing okay, so I... Probably be good to weaken some guys. But next, let's do. Oh. Life, she's got it's like still pretty armored though, so that dude a lot. Now. And wait a second. Let's make it so we can do more damage. Okay. Oh, pretty good. Oh! Ah, never mind. Fuck. I had to roll off the dice there. Or at least not as great a roll of the dice as I'd maybe hoped. But we can get rid of that asshole. Okay, shit, he's got like a react attack, but... Why did he react? Is it like, do they get like automatically a reaction attack if an archer? If you like do a distant attack? But yeah, I sort of spamming this attack because it sort of ignores our strength. This, you know, obviously need. I think he's in range, right? Yeah, I think that ought to be it for him. We can't attack him, I guess, because we're too close. Ah, shit. Don't have any more willpower. But we don't need that. There we go. More renown. Outlaw's got another promotion. Rook's got another promotion. It's a bit of a bummer that you don't get XP for just doing damage or something, because I feel like a bunch of my the guys, like my archers, are very good at delivering finishing blows, because they obviously got the range. But then, like a bunch of our brawlers like don't get any XP because they, you know, just end up taking damage, which is very important, but that sort of limits their ability to put out damage. Yeah. But what in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. Very impressed. But all those people you just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. Thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together, Skull. What are you talking about? One orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters and a wall outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Akil. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? Soon as they heard Dredger coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story anyways. There's 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and worse than a godforsaken wall. Yeah, Ivan shrugs with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight, you've got your own wall, that counts for something. You can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostweller. I don't take sides. Grew up to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine, cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses, what do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. Boy, decisions, and when was the last save? 8. That was before that save. I kind of wanted to have some more time to think about it, but we fend for ourselves inside Frostweller. You can feel Airkill sizing you up on the spot, his hand hovering near his axe. He's not through his nose, changing his mind. Good luck then. Hope we don't meet again fighting for the same scraps. With the gates closed, Airkill and his men disappeared down dark alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Don't think we can trust this dude. Making it up as we go, Ivor. Little did they sleep. Well, interesting. Okay. Another character change time, I guess. Back with Harkon and Uben and all the other boys. Harkon, we're back. Was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted. More weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up, just now realizing Morgar has been talking to you. Since Volknir died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Harkon? I heard you. I was saying the Val we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. Also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eirik. Eirik? I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. No flapping of mouths, then. You sure that wound has healed, Ludin? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Worse. Ludin makes his own decisions. I don't really care much about politics. We would only be made to do this again later, and then we'll not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and follows. Wandering road's not an option with this money. Brush the boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. Do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Tell them we cover the mountainside and Dredge bodies. Good. Give the word and we'll set off. Okay, I'll do the same. Setting off, that is. Yeah, that's the save point. Good. And that was some banner Saga. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I guess I'm like playing this on hard difficulty after playing it on normal the first time through. But it's harder than I expected. But yeah, we got some nice stuff. And, you know, yeah. Other than that, I think there's not much to say. Other than I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good time until next stream. See ya!